Hi guys, it's Kiana from Spiritual Soul and I have this week's Pick a Card reading. I'm so excited you're here with me today and I really want to just dig into this and get started. I feel a lot of energy coming from this. So I'm going to be reading these intuitively. If you're familiar with the cards or the meanings of the cards and you find it doesn't line up to what I'm saying, please just understand that I am reading them intuitively with Spirit's messages for me, just utilizing the cards. We have 3 decks I'm going to be using in each of these pick a cards. I'm going to be doing 3 of the Love Tarot, which is a major arcana deck. I'm going to be doing 2 overview cards using the Moonology Oracle cards. And then I'm going to be doing a clarifying card for each set with the Osho Zen Tarot. This reading could be about anything that you want answers on, whether or not you're in the right direction, on the right path. And let's see what we get for you guys. We're going to start with group number 1, but I'll give you a moment to pick whether or not 1, 2, or 3 is really where you want to feel drawn to. And I'll put the timestamps in the description of the video. So let's get started. Group 1. Hi, Group 1. Are you on the right path? Let's see. Are you on the right path? I feel like some of you already, I'm picking up just emotionally that some of you may feel like you've been in a little bit of, not turmoil, but in a funny place. And then we also have, as overview, your dreams need a practical plan and it's time to take action. We're going to hold off here for a moment on the clarifying card. Let me just take these in. All right. I'm going to put these on top, just so we have a better viewing of them. Okay. Group 1. Are you on the right path? Yes, you're headed towards the right path, but right now I feel like most of you are not quite there yet. You have everything that you need to be on the right path. You have everything you need to face the direction. But I feel like some of you are hung up in this sort of state of suspension, this hanged man. You're looking at the world from a little bit of a different perspective. And that is both needed, but it's also hindering you a little bit. So let's talk about temperance. Temperance is all about flow and balance and harmony. I really like that we have this anchored in the middle. Moderation and patience is needed in your situation. You need to go with the flow, still look at things from a different perspective, but maybe it's time to untangle yourself a little bit so that you can move forward. I feel like some of you are stuck. And yet we have the world here. So we have a situation where you have everything you need for success. You have the freedom. The world in itself is a yes card. And that's why I'm feeling a little bit torn as to whether or not you're on the right path. Yes, you have the potential to be on the right path, but you're stopping yourself a little bit. It's almost like some of you are stagnating yourself. But yes, it's in front of you. It is there. The success and fulfillment is there. And there is a lot of growth potential. Temperance talks about not forcing a situation. So taking the time to view things a little bit differently is good. Just be sure not to hang yourself up on it. Let's look at your overview cards here. It's time to take action and your dreams need a practical plan. So you have everything to be successful and to growth, to have growth and move forward. And the flow is there. You just need a little bit of a plan. But with a plan, it's time to take action. It's time to move forward. It's time to untangle yourself. It's time to write yourself up and take action and move towards that path. I think most of you know what that is, and you're living it a little bit in fear. Let's look at your Osho, your clarifying card. Beyond illusion. Okay. Beyond illusion is much like the Judgment card in Tarot. It's about confrontation of self and reflecting within. So this really plays well with the other cards. It's such a beautiful card. It reminds me of the energy that the world has as well. You know, sort of we've got the butterfly and the metamorphosis of change. But, you know, we have a focus to the third eye here. So it's really about going within, finding the guidance and being patient with yourself. I really feel like that is a significant message for you guys here today in group 1. You need to be patient with yourself, but it is time to take action, and it is time to put a plan to that so that you can take action. What else do they want me to tell you? Be gentle with yourself. Be gentle and be patient. But you are headed towards the right path. You have the ability to be on the right path with whatever this situation is, whether it's love or somebody that you're seeking out. Whether or not it's career, I feel like you just need to take a step forward and put a plan to it and not be so fearful. Be gentle with yourself. Okay, group 1, I hope this resonates, and I'll talk to you soon. Be sure to like and subscribe. I will post a weekly forecast in the next day or two. And then, of course, I'll have more pick-a-cards next week. Sorry, group 1. Group 2. I'm laughing at myself because I think I just ended the group 1 reading saying something about them being group 2, but you were group 2. All right, guys, are you on the right path? So we have the Devil in reverse, the Empress, and the Hierophant. And then for overview cards, we have a time to give rather than to take and to hold your vision. And they're telling me this way. We're going to hold on to your Osho Zen Tarot clarifying card here, and we'll just flip that over in a moment. Group 2, are you on the right path? Right. Okay. So I'm just going to put these guys on top so I can see them a little bit better. Okay. Group 2, you are definitely headed on a new path, and it is full of abundance and bounty. I really get the sense that a lot of you have recently let go of something that was holding you up. Some sort of self-internal bondage or temptations that you were being drawn to. The Devil in reverse, I feel like that you've recently let that go, and it's now opening you up to a time of sort of beauty and abundance and fruition. Yeah, I really love the Empress card in this deck. This card talks about traditions, but it also talks about sort of spirituality and guidance. It talks about the lessons and enlightenment that we can take. So I really feel like that you guys are in a movement forward on whatever new path that you've taken, that you have let go. You're now seeing bounty and fruition, and it's a time to really gain guidance and listen to your inner self on this. And we're really seeing this resonate well in your overview cards with hold your vision. So hold your vision, hold true to what you're doing because it's working for you. A time to give rather than take is sort of in this overview is telling me that whatever you're doing to progress forward, remember to give. So give more advice or give more of yourself, open up if it's about love. Just give a little bit more rather than focusing on taking. If you focus too much on taking, you draw yourself back into this inner conflict that you might have had to let go of that was stagnating you before. And you are now there. You are now on the first steps of this path, whatever it is. And it seems like it's going to be really good for you. So yes, you are on the right path. Just remember to give a little bit more of yourself or give a little bit more. Like I said, like if it's career or if it's coaching that you're doing, give a little more advice rather than taking a little more information. If it's about a project at work, just give a little bit more attention to detail rather than taking the project and moving forward onto something else. Hold your vision, hold true to it. You're doing the right thing. Let's talk about your clarifying card. Comparison. Okay, this is a really cool card. So Comparison is, we see sort of an oak or a pine or fir tree compared to the bamboo. Nobody tells us which one is going to grow faster or stronger in the end result. Really, we all have our own path. We all have our own way of having internal workings in our growth, as well as how we protect ourselves on the outside, sort of the bark, so to speak. Bamboo is hollow on the inside and is all bark, but it grows really fast. Something like an oak tree takes time, and it really has something depth in the core. So be sure that you're not comparing yourself to other people's situations. If you're looking at a love situation, don't compare other people's relationships to yours. If you're looking at career or something like that, don't compare other people's ability to move up in the ranks compared to you. However it resonates with you, you really just be careful about not comparing. You are beautiful in your own right, and you are strong and bountiful and abundant in your own right, and you are there. I hope this resonates, group 2. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be posting a weekly forecast in the next day or two, and more pick a card readings next week with new topics. Group 3. Hello. Are you on the right path? We have the Empress, the Chariot, and Death. Don't be frightened by the Death card. This is actually a good thing. And then we have a time for healing and a new start is coming, and they're telling me this way. We're going to be leaving the clarifying card here for a moment. Okay. I don't know why I keep opening them up this way when I know that I can read them better and see them better this way. If you've seen the other 2 readings, you will know that I did that in the other ones as well. Okay, guys. Sorry. Are you on the right path? You know what? Honestly, to me, it's a resounding yes. You are definitely on the right path. Okay. This is how we want to look at it. The Death card. It's the end of a cycle. It's the beginning of a new cycle. Pair it up nicely with a new start is coming with your overview cards. So the Death card isn't about a physical death. It's about letting go of something that didn't serve us. It's maybe in some ways it did serve you, but it's about letting go and not hanging on and clinging to the past and moving forward into the next phase and being really open to it. The Chariot is about unstoppable force. The Chariot in this position really, really tells me that there is drive and determination, that there's a lot of action behind whatever path that you're on. Really just move forward and be triumphant. You are ready. High Priestess is about divine inner guidance. You need to listen to your inner voice. There is a natural order to things, and you need to follow your instinct and trust your intuition. Yes, you guys are on the right path. You are doing well. You are in the right direction. Keep moving forward. There is a new start coming. It may have already started, lining up here with the Death and everything ending and new coming. But I also feel like that there's a new start within this path. It's almost like a new door is opening up. You're there and you're taking action and you're being within your own strength. And I feel like it's going to open doors. So watch for that in the next 2 weeks. There's a new door opening for you, a new path within this path. Just be careful to take the time to heal before charging forth too forward. You don't want to get too far without also listening to your intuition and your instinct. Sometimes something like the Chariot can really take us forward and kind of run away with us. We want to be sure that you come back to the moment. So keep the momentum, but come back to the moment and listen to your guidance, listen to your intuition, and really make sure that you're taking time to heal each step of the way. Let's look at your clarifying card. Okay, so we have the Fighting card. Now I know that this card looks like a lot of conflict. What this really is, it's kind of like the 5 of Swords, I guess, in the regular tarot deck. And what I'm getting from this is There's a lot here. Okay. So we've got somebody that's overprotected. They're in way too much armor. They're charging into the mist. They're charging into the unseen. They're moving forward, kind of much like the chariot is about momentum forward and moving forward into new horizons. You know, here he's moving into the mist and charging through it, and not letting the mist and the fighting that's happening in the mist bother him. He knows that isn't really his worry, that the mist is just an illusion, that behind it is clear skies. So, you know, we see his armor is rusting and starting to fall apart at the bolts. It's time to let go of your armor. It's if you have something that's just ended and you have a new path coming within wherever you're looking for direction, it's time to let go of some of this armor and still carry forth with the action of moving forward and being your true strong self. Just remember to keep coming back to the guidance in your inner intuition. I hope this resonates, guys. Like and follow and subscribe. I will be sure to post a weekly forecast in the next day or two. I'll also be posting more pick a card readings next week with new topics. Feel free to look at the description of my video for a way to contact me if you want a one-on-one reading. Cheers.